Hello and welcome to What Am I Rolling, a twice-monthly RPG one-shot podcast, hosted by me, Fiona. This is part 2 of our 4-part Tomb of Horrors one-shot, so make sure you've listened to the first part before continuing with this episode. Quick spoiler warning, if you haven't read or played through Tomb of Horrors and want to keep it a surprise until you do, stop listening right now and come back when you are ready. To briefly recap, my friends Sam, Ryan and Sarah are currently making their way through the infamous Tomb of Horrors module, with a little help from their ally and general quest help person, Lady Gwen. Their quest is to find the lost treasure of Acererak, a demi-lich who haunts the tomb and is said to possess godlike powers. The main rule to remember is that whenever a character performs an ability check, an attack roll or saving throw, they must roll a d20, add any of the relevant modifiers or bonuses from their character sheet, and see if they can beat an unknown difficulty class, or DC, which has been set by the Game Master. If you're keen to learn more, the basic rules can be found for free on the official Wizard of the Coast Dungeons & Dragons website, dnd.wizards.com. One final note to say that there are times in this one-shot where the players and myself as the GM get the rules wrong or forget something plot-wise. Again, whilst we always endeavour to stick to the rules wherever possible, at the end of the day we all make mistakes, and what matters most is that everybody enjoys themselves. Also, special shout out to Sam's dad Charles, who very kindly put up with us during the recordings and actually made us dinner after we finished. No doubt you can hear him in the background as he prepares the food and laughs at the party's antics. And with all that out of the way, let's get back to the tomb. So, Sam, you hit, after 30 feet, you feel the floor in front of you dip violently forward at a slope. And can you all roll me initiative for me just now?
Oh, for God's sake.
25 to 20? Anyone?
Nope. No.
Oh dear. 15 to 20?
Nope.
10 to 15?
I got 12.
Sarah?
8.
Sam, I always forgot your name.
Well, it's a natural 1, but it would be 9.
Would be 9? Okay, that's alright.
Yeah.
And Gwen only got a 3. The floor overbalances, basically. You guys slide forward 10 feet, and suddenly the lava pit flares up. To get back up, because the floor is so slippery with the polish, it will take twice your movement, and every round at initiation 10, you will slide down 10 feet. Actually, Sam, because you're closest, you automatically take... Sorry.
Oh dear.
3 fire damage as this flame sort of... and you start to feel the heat of it burning the soles of your feet.
Ridiculous 3.
So you're all... I'm going to say you're all still standing, because it's sort of like, whoa, and you sort of slip forward. Ryan, you are first to react to this.
Am I?
You are.
Well, that's quite cool, but I'm still standing.
You are still standing.
How
currently.
tall is the ceiling of this?
The ceiling is only about 30 foot.
30, that's enough. I need to get on my broom.
Okay.
So, just start sort of flying.
He's gone.
He's gone. I'm just
fine.
floating above.
Yep. So you're what, like 30 feet up? So you're...
Well, no, hang on. So I just wanted to check. So, is getting on my broom movement, or is it an action?
I think it's an action.
Check. It doesn't actually say. So
Okay, I always say I always think it's an action. So you just...
Fine.
So,
It's in
yep.
the way. Okay, well, so Sam is
Sam's in front of you.
violently hurtling down.
But my next turn I can move pretty quick.
I
You
am
know
going
that
to
as my friend and fellow adventurer.
sort of turn round and...
Yep. So Gwen's in the middle between you, then Sarah's
Gwen.
at the top.
Gwen doesn't look particularly stable.
Gwen's not particularly stable.
Alright, fine. I'm going to grab her and dimension door
Okay.
to the top where it's not...
So it probably comes about here. So yeah, you like, hang on, Gwen. You grab her hand. And there.
and teleport her out.
Oh.
So we kind of, the two of us just step through a door and literally...
Yeah. I'm guessing you're still on your broom in a way then.
I didn't get on it.
You just dimension door.
I
Perfect.
thought I'd done that myself.
Alright, good to know. Alright, so that's your
But
go.
we're now safe and not...
Gwen probably, yes, Gwen is now safe. It is now initiative 10, so Sam moves forward. You take 11 fire damage as the flames start licking at your feet, and you feel the force of the fire from the pit below. Sarah also moves forward, 10 feet down the slope. Sam, it's your go.
Right, so this is 10, 20, 30, 40, but it's hard, so it's the equivalent of 80.
What I'm going to say to you is that you can move half your movement, but it will take a check to get up there. You can try and dash, but that will mean 2 checks for you to get up there.
Okay.
You need to be successful on both of them to get full movement.
I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike, which gives me 30-foot extra movement.
Okay, so you're currently on 55 feet of movement?
35 on my first movement,
Right.
and then action to dash, so that's... I'm thinking total, so I'm usually 35.
Yep.
Then
it's difficult.
action to dash is another 30.
Right.
So that's 60.
5, but
Plus-
half that.
Plus the spell of my bonus action is
Right.
another 30, so 90 divided by 4 is 45.
45 feet. Okay.
90 divided by 2 is
Yeah.
45.
That's
This is hilarious.
Okay, so as you're standing there working out, no, it's fine.
It's a degree in maths, it's fine.
So if you're going to dash up there, I need you just to make 2 athletics checks for me.
okay. 14,
Yep. Next one.
10.
You scramble up, so you just manage a little bit past Sarah. But the last one, you sort of slip a little bit, so you don't reach the door entirely.
Okay.
Sarah.
Right, so I'm fine. Can I grab Sam and take it with me?
I'd say it would cost you half your movement,
That's
but
fine.
that's fine. So yeah, you don't see an issue. To be fair, I will make you do 1 strength check with advantage.
Yeah.
Because it's still tricky.
So 9.
9 doesn't make it.
So I ignore difficult terrain when I dash. And
It's more
time
taking
doesn't
Sam
cost
with
it.
you,
Oh,
is what I'm
right,
saying. I'm going to
Can I give
say
him a bit of a shove?
you can give him a shove. He might just make it to here, but he doesn't make it all the way. So Sarah,
Okay.
Who's
Can
up?
I
so I'd say that's your movement and your action because you've pushed him as well. You've got a bonus action.
I don't think I can do anything that helps, unfortunately.
Okay. It's now Gwen's turn, and Gwen's sort of like.
Can I shout? Is that actually my turn? Can I say chuck the rope if you need to?
Oh, that would have been a good
Yeah, I wanted to say it for that.
So Gwen rushes and she gets out her own rope and she throws it to you. Make a sleight of hand check just to try and grab it out of the air.
move. 12.
12. Yeah, you managed to grab it. So you've got it to the thing, but you've not tied it to yourself yet. So it's about you're only 10 feet away from her, but with the angle of the floor, it's getting quite bad. It is now Ryan's go.
I'm going to get on my broom.
Yep.
And then, so it's 50 feet, but I can fly.
Right.
So just flying in the air.
Yep.
I'm just going to sort of just to sort of behind him. I'm going to hover behind
Hover
Sam.
behind him, yeah.
And just be ready to, if he does start slipping, I'll try and catch him.
Okay, but it's good because then the trap again he slips back about 10 feet. Even though you're holding the rope, you still slip back. So you stopped him from moving any further. He moves 10 feet back. Sam, your go.
Keep running. I've got my Zephyr Strike still
Yep.
running, so...
So 2 of you. I'm guessing you're going to try and dash up. Okay, so 2 athletics.
10.
Mhm.
And 17.
17. A bit of a slow start, but with Ryan behind you, sort of you ready, so you make it out just fine.
It's like
And
running
as-
the wrong way on an escalator.
And as you get back, the floor resets and the fires go down to a small flame. And I'm guessing Ryan, you.
Well, no,
fly back.
while I'm in there,
Yep.
and I'm not touching the ground, I'm just
You're not
going to go and have a look and
Yep.
see if I can spot what the trap is or if there's anything at the end.
Yeah,
of the
sure.
corridor.
Make a quick perception check for me.
14.
14. It is a huge lava pit. And again, because you've got your magical senses up now,
Yeah.
you can see how it ignites as soon as someone steps on the hinged floor.
Yeah.
And it was, again, another way to get rid of adventurers.
Do I see any trap doors or fake walls or secret
You
doors?
don't
or
see anything like that,
Okay,
no.
fine. So in all intents and purposes, we are at a dead end.
Mm-hmm.
Things in here tend not to be trapped for just any. There's normally a reason for it. Have a search around and see what you can find.
Do you think you get too hot over the lava pit?
It seems to have gone out.
It's gone down just now, but you're aware, you probably surmise that if anyone steps within that corridor again, probably would
If
back
you
up.
flew, could you have an inspection
Of
the walls?
well, so that's what I was just saying. I don't
Yeah,
think
there's,
see anything.
again, there's nothing
right,
there.
Right at the end, sorry, my bad.
Should we have a check of this corridor as we're going down now?
Okay, so you
Check on the walls.
you make your way back down. You just doing inspection checks? Are you,
Yeah.
Doing investigation checks. I guess you're panning the walls now. You're trying to find. Well, Gwen will try and help as well.
21.
Oh, she gets
Great. I've got 9.
25.
25, and Gwen gets an actual 20. Which is
Oh,
good.
yeah.
So you guys
Yeah, go ahead.
go down. You don't find anything down this corridor. I guess you get back to here. Gwen got a natural 20. You guys got quite high.
I got that 8.
25.
25. So you guys look into this pit because you didn't actually check this pit out. You just jumped over it, and you do see what looks like a door next to the spikes.
Oh, that'll be the second pit, I think.
So it wasn't the other one now.
That's true. Alright, well, I'll just glide down and I'll
Glide down?
go
Yep.
check it out.
Yep. Ryan goes down, flies down. You sort of gently go through the spikes, and you see a corridor.
Yeah. I've still got my detect magic.
You do
out.
have your detect magic out.
And you know what? I'm actually going to glide along on my broom. I've decided. So I'm not actually going to touch the floor.
Excellent. That is great.
I
So,
don't like all of the
what are you guys doing?
I'll climb down too.
Climb down?
I like to climb.
I'm going to climb once, swigging a common healing potion.
Yep. You do that, then that's a 2d4 plus 4 for you. Gwen's like, you guys, that was super scary. I'm gonna stay up here. I'm just gonna stay up here. It's too frightening for me.
Oh.
Okay. So Ryan, you get round this corner, and you see.
I'm gonna glide up. Gwen, no.
It's like a Muppet Christmas Carol.
Come on,
when
man.
the narrators
You've got
were
this
going
far.
on.
This is too scary for me.
You've got
See you
to.
at the finale.
You've got to breathe it out, Gwen.
And you
Come on.
see a fog here. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
No.
Oh, what? Do I just go into the fog?
Yes.
Okie dokie.
So silly.
Apparently so. 5.
So something about this fog freaks you the fuck out, and you're just like, nope.
Technical term.
Yeah, technical term there. Thank you, Charles. And you just go fucking nope, and you are frightened for the next minute, and so you have to get away from this.
Is my detect magic picking it up?
It picks it up that it's a scary fog, and it's definitely something about it, but you can't tell what. Yeah.
Fine.
What's your movement? Wait, Ryan, what's your? Oh, so you're 60 feet. You're on your broom. aren't you?
50 feet.
50 feet. So you just go no, fly out of the pit. You're like nope, not going down there.
No, don't like it.
Okay, I'll go
Horrible.
down.
Scary dog.
I'll go down next.
Yeah.
You go down the
But
next.
I'm gonna spend.
Yep.
Do I need to spend a key point for that? So it ends frightened.
Oh, if you get frightened, then as part of an action, you can dispel the fright.
So
Okay.
so I'm assuming that because you've seen Ryan being
Yeah.
scared many times before. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, for fuck's sake! So you bop down and you get to the end, make a Constitution saving throw to see if you can escape the effects.
Ooh. Constitution saving.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 8.
Nope. So you get the same fear, like, oh shit, this fog's not good.
So this is what I mean. Now you're frightened. You can spend an
Yes.
action to remove the
Oh,
fright.
right.
Yes.
Then I'll do
These are
that then.
Yeah. So you just oh, it's fog. It's fine.
Okay,
And
okay.
so you get back and you feel like it's fine. The fog,
Yeah.
no problem.
I could use my cube.
Oh, I don't want to go in.
Right, yeah, Ryan.
You
At
can
this
do
point,
whatever you want.
you're probably even floating further this way. Cause you're like, I'm getting
No.
away from this stuff.
We can protect you, Ryan. You're fine. We've got this cube. It'll protect
I can't see it anymore, and that's fine for me.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you're gonna
okay.
keep dashing that way.
Oh my gosh.
I think as long as I can't see it, right? Or
Now you must take the dash action.
Oh, right,
Into this-
fine.
Yeah.
cool, I'm off apparently. See you later. Bye.
About a
Anyone
minute
stopping me,
later.
no?
So I'm gonna say the minute later, you've gone past through the back of the chapel. You just sort of ran through the fog.
Yeah.
The poison gas in there, no effect on you. And yeah, you just like, shit. What are you guys doing in the meantime?
I'll wait for Ryan down here.
Sarah would have been like, hang on, wait a second, like to make sure that you didn't go into the fog. What are you doing, Sarah?
Can I assess if there's any traps?
Yep, make a perception check for me, please.
6. So I need a big would be.
So you go into the fog, but it's really thick. It starts to burn your eyes a little bit. It doesn't make you even more frightened, but
Okay.
you can't see anything in this
Can
fog.
I tap ahead with my quarterstaff as I'm going?
You can, yep. Nothing.
Cool.
Can I call out? Do you think it's magical or just elemental?
But it's definitely gas.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gas.
Great. Thank you.
At this point, Ryan, you can come back if you'd like to.
Gliding back.
Gwen's like, oh, you're back.
Come on, Gwen, we're going.
Oh, okay. If you think that's best.
Yeah. So nothing frightening in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just gas. We'll all have those days.
Oh. So she'll come down.
Okay.
Gwen probably sees you disappearing into the fog. She will also make a.
I'm gonna get ready to try and stop her from moving.
All right.
If she is.
She's like, oh, the fog's really scary! And tries to run back, make a, it's like going to be a strength check against her and you.
I will help.
You're going to help, so it's just advantage on that.
So 7 with advantage.
Pushes straight past you.
Oh,
Like,
no.
no! This fog is so
careful of the
scary!
spikes.
Oh, it's, she might... you probably think she will be back soon once she's recovered from her fright. Sarah, make another perception check for me.
Oh, better. 18.
18. This time you sort of realise that the fog was obscuring a door that was right to the left of you, and you managed to sort of tap it out, and you probably can open it if you want to.
Is it trapped? Can I?
Yeah, perception check for traps.
12.
I mean, it's a stone door, so different to the wooden doors, but it doesn't seem...
Nothing like on it.
No, doesn't look like it.
Oh, okay, yeah, why not?
You push it, and as you do, the fog disappears. It sort of disapparates.
Oh, cool.
So it's not there.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
Cool.
Where
I'm kind of
you going?
keeping an eye on Gwen. I'm sort of following her.
Oh, you're following her on your broom.
I'll sort of help.
So she eventually, I think it's like she gets probably here because you're taking a bit of time with her heavy arm, and you follow behind her like some sort of creepy ghost. And she goes, "Oh, I've lost my character sheet." She goes, "Oh, that fog was awfully frightful. Gosh, oh well, I don't know if I would be any much use if I'm frightened of fog."
Oh no, it's fine. You've got over it now, right?
I think
That's the thing about adventuring. You have to get over these
Oh,
things.
you're so right, Ryan.
Yeah,
Gosh.
you're very wise.
Gosh.
Come on we go.
Okay, so she'll come back.
You're good.
She'll come
You're
back.
not going anywhere, Gwen.
Alright, and I assume you get back down into
Yeah,
that
that's
corridor, I think. Yeah, and once you appear back, you see the same thing. The fog has disappeared. And,
Yeah, I'm just going to gust away any little bits.
Yeah.
Of that.
Absolutely fine. Okay, Sam and Sarah. So beyond that, there's a stairway that leads downwards. But the way is blocked by thick webbing that fills the area from the steps to the ceiling.
Oh no! I voice that loud.
Oh, more fog! Oh
Web fog.
no! Yeah, web
The
fog.
worst sort of fog. It's more sticky than regular fog.
Make a nature check, actually, Sarah.
17.
17. So you've probably faced like magical spiders webbing before, like you've been on other dungeons and stuff, and you think that your sword could probably burn away quite a lot of the webbing.
Awesome. I'll swoop my sword around.
Yep. Yeah, and
In flamboyant fashion.
it's like a Zorro type thing, but maybe a Sarah. And so, it starts to it burns away. It takes a little bit of time, but you can slowly make your way forward, and you descend, I guess, to the foot of the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay, Ryan and Sam, what are you guys
I'm
doing?
floating on behind.
Sam, what are you doing?
I'm right behind Sarah.
Right behind Sarah. Okay, so lying on the floor at the bottom of the stairs is an iron mace, inlaid with silver. South of this location is a modest-sized room, and what you can see is it's filled with rotting and decayed furnishings. And that's all you see. You see like a huge sort of couch there, and there's like maybe some bookcases and whatnot. But other than that,
Can I have a look at the mace?
yep. Are you picking it up?
No, just having a real quick.
Okay. Yeah. Have a quick look.
What would that be? Investigation?
Yeah.
18.
Yeah, it looks like a normal mace. It looks a bit maybe not rusty, but it doesn't look anything ordinary. And again, your magic is still up. It doesn't feel magical.
It's not magical. No. Well, it's not magical. It's fine. Does it have like any liquids on it or any sort of is it tampered with?
No, it just looks like a mace.
Well, there you go. Who's going to pick it up?
Maybe Gwen? I don't know. Gwen might
I'll pick it up.
You pick it up. As you pick it up, it starts shining with a bright gold light. But again, you don't feel any particular magic from it per se. Just
It's just shining.
shining.
It's shining, but it's not magical.
Yeah.
This is very odd. I don't trust it.
And as you guys sort of enter the room, you see on the couch. Actually, looking at it again with your lights and stuff, and your light cantrips and the light from this mace, you see that it is a solid gold couch, and there is a skeletal figure lying on the couch.
Paint me like your ladies.
Anyone who wants to can make me a quick history or nature check.
Sure.
I guess. One of the
16 history.
16 history.
5 nature.
5 nature.
23 nature.
23 nature. So you guys, a bit of history. You're like, well, is this maybe another skeleton, perhaps? Or you recognise this, Sam. It looks like a lich to you.
Jesus Christ.
And as
guys.
you do that, it starts rising up. It has a crown on its head. Who dares disturb the rest of Asarak? It is your death you have found. Everyone make initiative, please.
Ah.
Wow. Oh dear.
So
Ryan?
For initiative,
Mm-hmm.
it was 7.
7 for initiative. Oh dear. Sarah?
13.
13. Sam?
18.
18.
Yeah.
The Lich goes first. I'm probably going to attack the closest person to it, which is... wait, actually, you came in the room and picked it up, Ryan, didn't you? The mace. Yeah, so it's going to try and attack you.
Oh dear. That's not good.
It's
I've never been attacked by a lich before.
13 to hit.
13?
Yep.
No.
Does not get it. Yeah,
Remember, you got disadvantage.
I do have disadvantage. Yeah, well, it doesn't hit with that 11. One more attack. Oh, a natural one. So it just sort of flails at you like, no! No! How dare you disturb the rest of Asarak? Sam, it's your go.
Jeez. I'll go for my 3 shots with my bow.
Yep, go for it.
So, first shot, 14.
14 does not hit. It just sort of glances off the side of its chest.
Next one is 26.
26 does hit.
Next one is 14 again.
14 does not hit.
But
So
I'm
you've
gonna
got...
make
Yep.
that bounce back.
Alright, so you've got 2 hits on that then.
Yeah. First one was 9.
9? Yep.
And then the second hit does 10.
10. Nice. So yeah, as Sam goes to hit it with your arrows, yeah, it sort of reels back, no, no, like screams at you. You seem to hit it quite well.
Okay, I'm gonna step back.
Step back, yep. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright, Sarah, it is your go.
Alright, I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it. 18.
Hits
This is with the
with the
Sunblade,
sunblade.
And
Yeah, so
then
you
the second blade. Yeah, 24.
yeah, it definitely hits.
So I think it's 2. 15 on the first hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then 14 on the second hit.
Oh wow.
And then I'll do flurry of blows.
Okay. Yep, flurry of blows it. So yeah, you run up to it and it sort of recoils at the sort of the light. He goes, no, not natural sunlight, or whatever. And again, you slice it up, and it looks pretty badly hurt by your attacks,
Oh,
but
cool.
still standing. So
Okay.
go for your flurry of blows.
Yeah. 24.
Yep,
And then the fourth. 20.
yep, hits.
So so 6 on the first one.
Mhm.
And then that's better. 12 on the second.
All right, and again, so you sort of punch it into side, and you sort of hit deep, and again, it sort of recoils like, nah! Still standing, but looking pretty.
I'm going to disengage as
Disengage.
well.
Yep, step back, no problem. All right, Ryan, it is your go.
Well, it did try and hit me.
It did try and hit you.
As a trained wizard, what would I know about
Liches?
liches?
Do an Arcana check. I guess, yeah.
24.
24. So you know that they are evil wizards that have transversed over to the other side. These bodies that they have created for themselves for using the souls of other people, and they need souls to keep going. So you know all that sort of business. You feel that, like, I don't know, it's weird. Like, he's reacting in the same ways as a lich would. Seems genuine, but there's something off about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm gonna just sort of say something's wrong here. Something's like be prepared to run. And I'm going to cast Mind Spike on him.
Ooh. Explain what Mind Spike
So
is.
Mind Spike is basically like a sort of psychic assault attack. I basically reach into the mind of the creature and sort of attack it. So you've got to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. Nope, natural 1.
Natural 1. In that case, you take 3d8 damage, which is 17 psychic damage.
Okay.
I also, for up to an hour, I now know the target's location,
Okay.
but only while we're on the same plane in existence, and they cannot hide or become visible from me.
Excellent.
As I sort of
Good to know.
link into the mind of it. And I'm going to sort of hover by the door.
Yep. So you
So
launch.
be prepared to run.
You launch forward. It's thinking you hit. It was quite easy to sort of penetrate this creature's mind, and you know where it is. It's right in front of you. Again, you get an odd sense feeling there doesn't seem to be much there, and you would expect quite a lot of resistance from a lich. It's now Gwen's turn. Gwen hears all the commotion, and she sort of rushes forward, and she goes, "Oh, what should I do, guys? I could
stay there and be prepared to run."
Oh, okay. So she'll hold her action for when you guys are going to run. Top of the round, the creature is going to hit. It's sort of confused by the mind spike and stuff, but it still sees Sarah, so it's going to try and hit Sarah with 2 slam attacks. Does a 15 hit?
No.
Hit. So again, just misses. And, that does hit, though. That's a 21, right?
Yes.
So you first take 6 bludgeoning damage plus 7 necrotic damage as it just sort of barrels into you, and you just feel this sort of rush of necromancy go into your mind, I guess. It screams, Get out of my tomb! Sam?
This guy's a bit weird. Run, you want to run? I shout, and then why? And then I shoot some arrows at him.
Yep, good. Roll to attack.
That's 1, but I'm lucky.
Yeah.
Try again. 7 plus 8, 15.
Just hits.
And then 16 plus 8.
Hits. So it's 2 attacks.
Yeah, so that's 5. And then 7. 12.
12 total?
Yep.
2 arrows sink into both its shoulders. It's sort of... It's still standing, but looks very weak. You see sort of cracks in the skin and the eyes. There's no eyes, really. It's sort of black pools, I guess. It doesn't seem to be... Won't take much more to get rid of it.
And then I shout, run behind me. I'll activate the cube, and we can interrogate it.
Okay. Sarah, what are you doing?
Cool. I'll do what he said then, because I don't really know what's going on.
No, I don't know why we're running.
Well, no, I said be prepared to run as well.
Oh, right.
Alright, okay, so, yeah, Sarah, what...
Right.
It's standing in front of you.
You want to interrogate it?
It's screamed at you, to get out and stuff. It's still standing.
I'll step back and hold my action to, attack it, but I think it's going to, hurt us really badly.
Yep, absolutely. Ryan.
Okay, I'm going to use another charge of the Gem of Seeing.
Okay.
I want to see if it is
So
what I think it
if
is.
you read out...
It basically gives me True Sight, which I think sees through all illusion and invisibility and whatever. It perceives the original form of the shape changer or creature that is transformed by magic.
So you lift it up to your eye, and the form of it fades away a little bit, so it's no longer in the form of a lich, but it's in the form of a great zombie.
Oh.
From your past adventures, you're thinking, well, zombies don't really talk, but you realise when it's been screaming, its mouth is not actually moving. So you surmise there's been some sort of magical enchantment placed on it.
It's not a lich. We can kill it. I think that's probably an action.
That's probably your action. Yeah, I'll say. I guess you don't want to move anywhere.
I'm hovering. Still.
Hovering. Okay. Gwen's like, okay. So she rushes forward. Okay, she's going to attack it with her great sword. Oh, natural 20. Yeah. So what she does, she just basically just cleaves its head off, straight off, and it just crumples to the ground. Crown falls off its head, and there's a bag falls up. But we've all sort of been easy reach. But the moment it hits the floor, the room starts to shake and stones start coming down from the ceilings. It becomes very clear that this place is about to collapse.
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
Ropey, grab the crown and bag.
Okay, so it sort of snakes round, tries to pull it
Goes
down.
through the loop of the bag, goes through the loop of the crown.
Yep, not a problem.
I'm going to sort of glide up.
Comes back.
It's the tremors getting really...
I'm going to glide up to Gwen.
Yep.
And I'm going to say, it's time we get out of here. And I'm going to cast haste on her.
Haste, excellent.
Which means that basically her movement is doubled.
Excellent.
And she gets another action in which she can use dash.
She's like, you don't need to tell me twice.
Yeah.
So
and then I'm going to fly up as well. I'm going to say, you guys follow.
So the rumblings start and they're like bits of stone coming down. So you guys dash out of the corridor. Are you going straight out? Where are you going?
Back into the main chamber, I guess. That way.
Here?
Yeah, I'm that way.
Or just outside, so we don't
Here.
get poisoned.
So as you get out of the pit, just make a general perception check, all of you. Gwen's too busy being hasted, so she'll probably just rush past you all.
12.
12?
19.
19?
24.
24. So, less so Ryan, I think you're just like, fuck it, get him in. You notice that this corridor is not rumbling, and no stones are falling down from it.
Guys, we're safe.
Awesome.
I'm just like, can't believe I used that.
Gwen hasn't heard you. She's just rushing off down the corridor.
Come on, Gwen.
How long's hasted for, by the way?
It's a little. I think it's mainly concentration. So
I mean, you can drop the spell if you
I
want.
might be able to,
Yeah,
but I just need to check.
Yeah.
It is. It's a minute, but it's concentration.
Okay, so you can let it go if you
I'm gonna
want.
like drop it and say, "Come back."
And you hear, oh, okay,
Oh.
oh. And she sort of looks down in the hole and is like, is everyone okay? We defeated the Lich, it's great. I cut his head off and everything.
I was very
She
good
goes
job.
bright red at this point. Like, she's super, super happy with herself.
That was a very good job.
Oh, thank you, Ryan.
I don't think it was the Lich though. I think it was.
No, it's definitely a Lich. Don't worry. You
Make a
do
deception
good
check.
Damn it.
At disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah. Ryan's just told her it's not the Lich.
No, that's a shame.
Okay, it's 8.
8.
Before you get too disappointed
Oh,
though,
okay.
it was a greater zombie, and it clearly had some sort of enchantment on it.
Oh.
And it was crazy. I've never seen anything like it.
Oh, wow.
It's quite cool.
Oh, my God.
Just as an FYI,
Okay.
if the Lich does appear,
Yes.
we do run. I think, from what I've heard about Liches.
Okay.
So she sort of comes down into the pit and is like, okay, if you say so. And she says she leans back against this wall, and as she does so, the secret door, which has been hidden there this whole time, sort of opens and leads onto another passage.
Oh, awesome!
That wall isn't supposed to be there.
No.
Thanks, Quest Help.
No. So I'm guessing you still all have your lights and stuff.
Yeah,
going. So you've got
I've got
cantrip.
Got my
I'd say because you've been in about 6 hours now. So if you notch off one another of your oil pints,
I've gone from 5 down to 3. Shall I go to 2?
just go to 2 for now.
Okay.
Yeah, just so we've got it on.
Oh, no.
Okay, he says.
What would you guys like to do?
How long did that thing last for? With two things of oil.
So that'd be 12 more hours of seeing invisible things.
I keep saying you should bring more oil. You know, I've got this huge bag that is a demi-plane. I've got an entire plane just for your oil.
Well, there's
In my bag.
It was weird. I put in like 20 flasks of this kind of
Did you?
lubricating oil, and then it just disappeared one day. I put it all in your bag.
So, moving on. So, looking down into the corridor then,
Yeah.
this new secret quest help corridor, what's down here?
It just looks like a very stone, like a dusty corridor. Doesn't seem anything.
I expertly checked traps
Of course,
on
go
the
for it.
floor.
Investigation.
Investigation, that will be 18.
It doesn't look like this place seems trapped. Doesn't seem to be any pitfall things because we've now got quite aware to what they look like now. Looks fine from your end.
Cool. Can I put my head down, poke around?
Yep.
See, what can I see?
So you can see a door at the end of the corridor.
Another door.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, can I go up and see if I can hear anything? on the
absolutely.
inside of the
Make
door?
Are
a
you just walking up?
Yes.
make a perception check.
At this point, my character would just be a bit. It just doesn't care anymore. 7.
7. You can't hear anything. It doesn't seem locked.
Okay. Check the traps because I
Yep.
do not trust you.
All right.
Not the 28.
28.
Say me everything.
So, whoa.
You see.
See everything.
Doesn't look like, it doesn't look like it's trapped. It sort of opens inwards. But on this side of the door, and again listening at it, you don't think it's trapped.
Okay. Let's go in then. Let's open up.
So you guys see a laboratory. It's very clustered. There's lots of shelves and there's old jars with like dust and like weird ingredients inside them. There's like a large desk with a toolkit. There's like 2 different workbenches and clay pots, urns on the tables. And there's, again, like the shelves are just filled with like ointments, oils, perfumes, and the like. There's sort of linen wrappings and rolls that are sort of strewn about sort of around the corners of the room. There's definitely some herbs around as well, but it's all sort of cluttered and all a bit of a mess. You do see, to the south of the room, 3 vats, which are about 7 feet in diameter and about 4 feet deep. So they're quite big things, and they look like they're fixed to the floor. And from your position at the doorway, you see that they seem to contain different liquids, but you'd have to go up and inspect them to see what kind of liquids they are.
So all of these ingredients and stuff that's on the shelves and everything that's scattered around the room, does it look new or does it look like it's decayed?
It looks like it's been there for some time. Definitely dried. It's dried stuff and stuff in jars and like pickled, I guess.
Usable bag?
Body parts.
I mean, you probably, again, because of your magic background, you'd probably be aware that this is probably something to do with mummy preparation. So things, again, drying and like there's like instruments to take like organs out of bodies and stuff like that.
Embalming?
Yeah, but there's like the embalming tools. So like there's the hook that goes up people's noses and pulls God knows what out. But there doesn't seem to be anyone here. There's like some dried bones and stuff like that, but there's no like full skeletons hiding in any way from what you've seen here.
No mummies.
No mummies. And again, you can see it's sort of so you've got this sort of big room here with the 3 vats, and then on the southwest there is a corridor leading off.
Okay, so having a look at the vats of huge vats of colour and everything like that, do I know anything about what they could be?
Are you going up to them, or are you staying from your position?
No, I'll sort of go up and sort of inspect. I'm not going to poke my finger in it because there's mystery vats, but I'll have enough to see if I can identify what it is.
Okay, so which one will you go to? We go to one that's to the west, to the south, or
orange seems
orange?
good.
Excellent.
Orange
seems good. It's not obviously on here. It's orange, on the map. It's orange, but it's actually like a grey subject.
Grey.
It's a very grey substance.
Okay.
Looks quite thick, but you don't recognise it as anything.
Okay.
What are you guys doing? What are you doing, Sarah?
What are these? The square kind of thing.
So the square thing. So you've got 2 sort of workbenches in front of you, which have some like dried stuff on it. These are sort of maybe more tables or like there's like shelves in the stonework.
And what decorations on the wall? Is there any?
There's stuff. I mean, there's like it's like a preparation room, so there's no like portraits or any like message boards or anything like that. So
I'm gonna go and have a look at the what do you say? They're like wrapped things.
So there's like linen stuff here.
Yeah,
so
have a look at the
all right, it's in the corner.
That can only go well.
All right, you fall over that. Make a investigation check if you're going through those. Yeah. Natural 20. Excellent. So you can tell again these will be used for wrapping up bodies and there don't seem anything different to them. There's quite a lot of linen, so if you wish to take some, you're more than welcome to.
Do you guys want linen?
You think that you could make like a substitute for a rope, perhaps, but might not be as strong as your ropes that you have currently, but it might be useful to have.
No, I've shoved some in his bag.
Oi. Did you ask first?
I put down like 5 rolls of linen.
5 rolls of linen.
I want them or not.
I'd say like, knotted together would be about 30 foot of usable of rope, but I might need you guys to make if you use it, might need to make a strength check or if you're or anything like that.
I mean, instead we could just like wrap Gwen up as a mummy and she could pretend.
I was going to say we could pretend be undead.
Do you fancy how's your acting, Gwen?
Oh, I don't know, you guys. I'd be so excited. It'd be like Halloween all over. We all went as those weird creatures, and then you went as a flump, Sam. It was great.
Yeah, that was good. I like that.
That's what you were.
What are you doing, Sam?
With the kind of the alchemist style supplies, dried things and eyes and things, is there anything that particularly stands out? Can I look for something like labels or anything that's particularly out of place?
Yeah, I guess you're investigating, aren't you? So make an investigation. Ooh. I'd roll that again because that was not a very good roll.
Okay, investigation. That would be 16.
16. So nothing jumps out at you. You're not very you're not versed in mummy preparation or embalming in general, other than what you know. I mean, there's a couple of like embalming for mummies, like books, volumes 1 to 5. If you wish to take that to have a read at some point.
No, I'm good.
No worries. All of you make a perception check for me. I'll roll for. I didn't even get my own dice out. I'll roll for Gwen.
Do you want to borrow some?
You're right.
You're right. Yeah. Yeah, perception, did you say?
Perception,
Are
please.
you sure? Okay.
Yeah.
2.
2.
Oh man.
All right.
16.
I am like head in the vat at this point. I don't care.
16.
19.
19. Okay, so everyone bar Ryan, even though Ryan is directly looking into one of the vats, as you're walking around, obviously your footsteps are making vibrations in the water, in the liquids of these 2 here. No vibrations in the one that Ryan's looking at.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Do you guys? So we all. Sarah, have you noticed? Do you think that's because he's looking at it, or because?
What's your armor class, Ryan?
My armor class is 15.
Okay, so as you are glancing into this vat,
Don't be mean.
I'm not being mean. Sorry, I didn't mean to get that many dice out.
I was gonna say, that's a lot of dice.
No, it's so you take 4 bludgeoning damage plus 5 acid damage as a huge pseudopod comes out of the vat and just swipes you across the face.
4 plus 5, sorry.
4 plus 5.
I got you.
Yeah.
Ow!
All of you roll initiative for me.
What is one of those?
It's a good question. What is a pseudopod? I've always read it. Oh, Christ. Yeah, I'm getting all the good ones.
Getting it all out in advance.
Oh God, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm not going quickly.
Fine.
I'm like sort of mid-motion. With
All right,
spit all flying out my mouth,
Sam, what did you go for?
27.
27. Bloody hell, you're off my chart. Good lord. Ryan, what did you go?
3.
3. You're.
I'm almost off the bottom of your chart, to be fair.
Sarah?
13.
13.
Nice in the middle.
Nice in the middle. Gwen? She gets a -1 to initiative. Oh, she's just before Ryan, just after Ryan. Out of the vat comes this hideous sort of slime or a jelly of some sort. It clearly was lying on top of of the water that was in the vat, and it's just going straight for sort of Ryan. And it's sort of just bubbling angrily away like blah, blah.
Like if you took a huge wad of gum. Yeah, like Mark.
Exactly.
Yeah, and just went shunk.
Sam, you're the quickest to react. You see this thing hit Ryan.
Oh dear God.
I know, right? Rude.
Okay. So, trusty bow.
Trusty bow,
I'm
yeah.
going to take 3 shots.
3 shots. Go for it, my friend.
Okay. 14 plus
Hits.
8. Okay. Second one. 8.
Just hits.
16.
Hits.
Okay. So.
Yeah, it's you can see it's a huge creature. Large creature, but it definitely doesn't have any armor on, so it's quite easy to penetrate.
My God, guys.
Nice.
It's begun. It's great.
Right. First one does 10.
10. Yeah.
Second one does 7. And the third one, I get an extra d8 because I'm a dread ambusher.
Mm-hmm.
So that does 7 plus 4.
11.
Thank you.
He's there. Someone's there.
Pew, 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 pew. And I am going to.
What kind of damage is that?
That would be piercing.
Piercing. Just
so
good to know.
Going straight through that jelly, I expect. But we've got to learn, and I'm going to run away. So 15.
Behind me.
5,
Let's just get it out of the way now.
About behind one of the other
bats.
bats. Yeah.
Good to know. Okay. So yeah, your arrows sort of pierce it. They go straight through it, and it sort of screams or bubbles in agony, sort of thing. But they seem to have found their mark inside the thing.
Oh, found the mark.
Yeah.
Good.
No worries. Sarah, it's your go. You're sort of looking at this linen, going, "No, this is better than this," and like what the thread count is in this one, and then you just hear like obviously there's a pseudopod slapping Ryan and 3 arrows going. So you turn around and you see this hideous large ooze creature coming out of the vat. What would you like to
Cool.
do?
Well, I'll run and try and attack it with my sunblade. 23 to hit.
Hits.
So I'll roll my first 2, and then natural 20.
Yeah. That will hit.
Whatever. So hit.
It's a large ooze.
14 for the first one,
Oh.
and then 13.
Yeah. And as you do that,
But then don't forget to double that one because that was your critical hit.
Oh, so do I double the roll or double
So
the
it's
overall?
13 and then 19 because you don't double the plus 7.
Cool. Okay.
yeah, so you manage to slice it in half and then slice it in half again. And as you do that, the radiant damage sort of burns away at it and it just falls down.
Oh, it's dead. Good.
Hey.
I didn't want to hit it with my hands, so I was going to not do my unarmed one.
Oh man, so it's over without me even getting to my round.
Yeah, I think you were too busy sort of. I think
You'd be stunned.
stunned back on the floor.
It's bad.
And Gwen had her hand ready on her great sword. She went, "Oh, you guys got it. Oh, great. God, I'm not a big fan of ooze." And it's like, if
Who
anything,
is?
I guess, like, because where Sarah sort of hits with the sunblaze, it sort of, all the bits sort of fly out and probably hits Ryan again and, like, a bit on Gwen's, like, shoulder and stuff. And they've gone
it's
all
on
the way
my
around.
cloak. It's on.
But
You're
yes.
right, Ryan.
Yay, that hurt. Ugh.
Yeah, it's
What
a
is
bit
that?
sticky and
Can I have a look in the vat to
Yes,
see what
of course
there
you
is
can.
there now?
you can. So in the vat is like a little bit of, like, it's about now half full of just plain sort of water, and in it there seems to be part of a key.
Ooh.
I don't fancy fishing that out with my bare hand.
I'm at this point. I'm just wiping
Yeah,
Have you guys?
acid off me. Yeah.
yeah.
Have you got guys? I mean, I'll be reluctant, but I will if we've got nothing better to. Do we have any magic or anything that could lift it out?
No,
Yeah, wizard.
because that would have been really useful to have, wouldn't it?
Well, like Mage Hand.
Well, yeah, like Mage Hand, yeah. So, hang on, but this is an entire laboratory. We've got stuff we can do. Right, I'll take some of the I'm just going to test this. I'm going to take some of the linen and just dip it in the water and see if anything happens.
So in the that
I want to get the key. Yeah.
Where that key is. Okay. Yeah. So you dip it in. Maybe it sort of flats out onto the water. It doesn't seem to have changed or anything. It's quite clearly clear water. Like the thing, the jelly on it has obviously hidden it from the view. But
I'm just gonna like pat Sam on the shoulder again. My wizarding senses tell me it's fine.
Okay. Go for it.
Now I'm gonna go and have a look and see if I can identify the liquid in any of the other two.
All right. So so the one to the east, which is blue on this map, but again it just seems to be just water. But the vat in the centre is like sort of a real greenish sort of thick colour. And you make a perception check for me.
Perception. Oh dear. 17.
17. So you can see at the bottom of this one, there seems to be another similar shape like the key was in the... So it looks like the other part of the key.
Linen test.
Linen test.
What happens?
Okay. It's you put the linen in. Yeah, it slowly starts to burn away at the sides of it.
Okay.
And you take it out and it continues burning until nothing's left.
Yeah. I'm just going to hold it up to these guys and say, in hindsight, I'll take the first one. And I'll just grab the key out of the book.
Yeah, you have no problem with that water bottle, you just got it.
Yeah.
And,
right. Just sort of like brush it down. Yay.
So write down half of the first key.
Half of the first key.
First key.
I mean, the first key you found.
Right. Any suggestions?
If we could put, I mean, it'd take forever, but if we could put some of the non-deadly water and throw it into the centre one, we could dilute whatever damage it does.
It's quite
maybe.
full, so I'd say like any more of it would spill out. Like I said, there's dirty water in the eastern one. The eastern one, and there's a little bit in that one. And the other, and
I mean,
the other two.
but we can't pick up the vats because they're solid to the ground.
And solid to the ground, and the key's right at the bottom. You think like it won't? It's not floating.
Oh dear. But there are like pots and urns and things in the room, right?
Yep.
So we could just, it'd take a while, but we could just pour it out and put it in the other urns.
Yeah.
Or you could try and scoop the key out with the urn.
You could do. Yeah. Mage hand. Yeah.
But
I really need to make a note of that. would have been so useful.
the urn may be destroyed too.
I mean,
What are the urns made of?
They look like a very solid metal, sort of onto the fused to the ground. Basically, it doesn't look like they'll.
I mean, you do have a sword made of pure light. That might do some damage.
I don't really want to dip it in.
Yeah, but like, it's made of light.
Does anyone have like a dagger we could test what it like?
I might do.
Does it
no, I
affect
don't.
metal?
I do have a dagger.
Just to test what it does to different
Wizard
materials.
level 1, you get a dagger. Didn't think I'd need it, but here you go.
Stab.
Yeah.
All right, so you're putting the dagger into the.
Yeah.
Into this, yep. So you do it, and
Oh dear.
yeah, it starts to burn.
Oh my gosh, it burns everything.
It slowly. It's a little bit slower than the linen, but it gets to the hilt and it starts creeping up the hilt.
But it doesn't look like it's too bad, though. In terms of how fast
you surmise that it's slow acting, but it will eat through everything eventually.
It doesn't stop.
Mm-hmm.
Right, fine. Okay,
My
well, that's
sword of
that.
pure light
idea
wouldn't be
gone.
able to pick up a key, would it?
No, but you could chop the urn in half. That's the thing.
But then it's still a
Yeah, but as long as we weren't around, I mean, I can fly.
These vats are.
You can stand on a table. You can stand on a table.
Yeah, the table would be dissolved though.
Yeah, that's true.
How about we go for the Newton's law?
Throw things in the urn.
No, just liquids, and then the liquid will come out slowly, and we can see the danger initially. So I know it's not replacing completely, but we could try and replace the really bad liquid with the okay liquid.
Oh, are there any tools on the table that we could use to hook the key out?
So there's like those special sort of hooks and stuff
Yeah.
to pull out organs. They're not very long.
Oh, they don't look long enough.
Yeah, well, it would be taking things out of humanoid bodies. It's not like giants, like sort of thing. I mean, you do have like your staff as well. You know, you could hit your staff and like try and knock it out, perhaps. Or again, like what I think was it sounds just before, like using the jugs to move it to maybe the slightly emptier vat, so you're getting less of the acid. You know.
Yeah.
Should we try that?
Well, actually, I'm just going to test something. The dagger that's slowly eroding away, I'm going to cast mending on it. Does it fix it?
No.
Yeah, that's a bad idea, go. Ignore me. I've got...
So scooping up friendly water and pouring it into deadly acid.
Oh, so you're doing it that way? Okay.
Is that the plan?
Or you could just pour
Scoop out the acid
scoop
into
out
the-
the acid and put it in the other end.
Yeah.
But the jug would just dissolve.
There are several jugs around, so you could do like a quick chain gang and then change jugs every so often.
Yeah.
Sounds like a bucket full of holes is kind of that kind of event. The flaw with my dilution concept.
It's
where-
quite full with vat already, so it will, maybe take 1 or 2
Yeah.
urns before it overflows. But the key is right at the bottom. It's not going to.
But we'll be
diluting it.
diluting the acid so that when we put whatever in, it will be less affected.
But the problem is that it doesn't appear to stop once it starts burning us. So even if it is diluted, it'll just burn us slower, but it won't stop.
So it's not really.
It seems. I mean, look at the dagger, and it's like.
It's gone to like a point, like a very thin bit. Looks very sharp.
So it does stop.
No, it's still
As
going.
in the
It's
dagger is, like,
taking its
barely
time.
anything.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
barely anything. Yeah.
What happens if you drop the dagger in the normal water? You've just said it's normal
I'll give
water.
it a try.
That won't
Yeah.
do anything. Okay.
Sinks the bottom. Doesn't look like it's eating any more of the acid.
Should we look
so-
at the
Oh, so
blue
it
one?
stops the eating.
Yeah.
Because the blue one might be like it could neutralise the green one.
So they're both. You can tell
That's
both
what I
of
was
them
thinking.
have.
yeah.
Yeah, both. So this one is like dirty water. The blue vat on your.
Should we test the blue back?
on the west side. Yeah.
So should we try at least
Yeah,
once
you can-
putting one from the other?
If you want, go for it.
Okay, so I'm going to try and pick up a jug, put the water into the deadly acid.
Yep. So it slowly starts. It's like overrunning a bath basically. So it sort of comes out over the sides, hits the ground, and it keeps. I'd say about maybe 5 foot around. So you just pass me that.
I'll
pen.
stop before it kind of gets to the
Yeah,
point
yes,
where we
so I'm
won't
just
be able to reach the jar.
Oh, sorry.
Reach the jar.
Reach the vat because there's danger area.
Okay, well I'm saying it's almost full anyway. So adding more stuff to it will go over.
Just to test a
Just
little.
a test. So I'll say it goes sort of like here. So it's about maybe a foot around it.
Cool.
It spills out.
And do you have any more daggers?
No, that's my
Got
only
linen
dagger.
though. We've got loads of linen.
No.
Okay,
Linen.
try some linen. And could you pick me up, Sarah, and then kind
Yeah,
of
I'll
hang
pick
me
him
over?
And then I drop you. Wow.
That would be amazing. Okay. So you put the linen in. It takes a little bit longer, but it still burns away slowly.
Okay,
We've only put 1 urn full in.
yeah. I mean, we could do this with the we fly method
Yeah.
and
I mean-
keep diluting it until all the acids. Oh, but it'd still be half, wouldn't it? My chemistry's dire.
Well,
what would be the
possibly a
NPH?
third if the other 2 urns of water are full, right? Or no, I guess one of them is half full.
one of them's half full. The one where the jelly was on is half full of water,
Yeah.
and then the other one's full of dirty water.
All right,
So it still screws over, but
it would
a
do.
little bit less.
Before we start ruining the room by putting acid all over the floor, how does it look like there are any other doors or like ways out of this room?
Make a quick perception check to see.
Oh yeah, why are we messing around with that?
'Cause we need
11.
keys.
So you see this corridor coming up there. You don't see any of the.
Okay, but it looks
Doors.
like there is a way out. if you
Yeah,
can.
yeah. There is this sort of this way, and you can tell it goes down. Goes down to the.
Well, I'll go and stick my head down it, see what I
Alright,
See if
see.
there's something long to fish the key out.
So yeah, you go over.
Yeah.
You look down. There's some stairs, some about 10 feet down. Sorry, 20 feet down.
Okay.
And then you go down, maybe go down here and you have a check. And there is a sort of huge, like a pit, about 20 feet across. And it clearly goes down, like maybe about 10 feet. You have a quick look. Goes down 10 feet, moves 20 feet, goes up 20 feet. And then it continues on into darkness.
Okay.
This corridor.
Cool. Well, there is definitely a way out. So if we were in this room, it's not the end of the world.
Come back. Top and back.
Yeah. One last thing before we were in the room. Does it look like with all the ingredients and everything, using my wizarding brain, could I make anything useful out of the ingredients that have been left in the room? Thinking like laboratory, sort of chemistry, alchemy, that sort of thing. Like, can I make? Is there anything that I could make?
They could just make an Arcana check, I guess.
Arcana. I like that one. 26.
26. So you'd think you could probably make a few, mummies, perhaps. But yeah. Other than that,
Not healing potions.
Oh,
or anything.
certainly not,
No,
no.
that's a shame.
I mean, there's some dried herbs you could try chewing on. It might,
Okay.
might be a bit of flavour, perhaps.
Right,
but-
this room is nothing to me, guys.
So would you know which ones did what to a mummy? Like,
Well, this one's the pointy one.
oh yeah, okay, but as in
Well,
like,
you
what
probably
the,
point to like
acids
embalming for
and-
mummies volume, and it's all in here.
No,
So
right,
it's
okay.
fine.
So what would the dirty water be for then?
I don't know, actually.
I'll probably, presumably, as I'm hoarder, I've still got the bottle which one of my common healing potions was in. Can I try, Ryan, chemist boy?
Hello.
Is glass, does that get hit by acid?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to try dipping the bottom of my bottle in acid, just some of the small amounts of acid on the floor.
It starts to steam a little bit, and slowly but surely it starts to melt away at the bottom.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is some crazy.
But it takes a long time, maybe like a minute or so.
This stuff isn't good.
No.
That's fun. Well, I'd suggest...
Could you just use your cube? With the walls of the cube to keep out acid?
You can salt his book.
I'm going to have to check that because I think to some extent the cube will stop stuff coming in, but it can't be used as like a battering ram.
Oh, right, okay.
I can check. You guys think of other stuff. I'll keep looking.
Okay, well, I'm going to... So the thing of water that's half full, I'm going to just get on my broom, fly above the room, and then using urns, pots, glass bottles, anything I can find, I'm going to start moving the acid into the thing of water, the half full one, so it doesn't spill on the floor.
Okay. I need you to make me... I guess just do me 3 sleight of hand checks for me.
3 sleight of
Because you're swiping it and you're trying not to get yourself hit by anything.
Okay.
Hit by the acid as well.
7,
Right.
10, and 11.
Mediocre.
Average at best.
So I'd say you managed to get like half of the acid across, but unfortunately, by I think the last time you sort of do it, unfortunately it slips and you get a bit of it on your hand and it starts eating away at your glove.
And my glove.
I presume you're wearing a glove.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
So it starts eating away at your magician's glove.
No, God's sake, I'll just wipe it on a wall or something.
Okay,
See if I can
does
get
not
it off.
stop.
Doesn't stop?
No.
I'll take that off.
Fine, I'll take the glove off.
Yeah, it's fine. It's ruined in a corner.
Yeah, I'm happy about that.
Yeah. And sort of smokes and
It's a
shivers
nice
and
glove,
dies.
that.
Yeah.
That was a nice glove.
But yeah, you got half of it, so you can actually see it, like the other half of the key, and like you can surmise that it would go with the first half you had. I'd say it's about maybe a foot. Yes, it's 4 foot deep, so you've got like 2 foot of acidy water in, so you can see it.
Okay, cool.
You probably could grab it if you
So
wanted
anything longer than 2 foot in the room that we could use to grab the key?
You could try using those tools.
Sam
now.
is just about.
Yeah.
You could use your tools, the embalming tools around, or you could use your staff to try and like knock it.
Let's try and use the embalming tools.
Yeah, but I'll just like float above and try and like dip something in. And...
All right.
Yeah, you could do it from your broom.
All right, so you're doing that. Make me a percentile dice check, please.
Percentile dice. Oh my.
If not, we'll try with my cube.
86.
86. You swipe at it, and it's one of those sort of distorted images. You think it's closer than it actually is, and you just hit a bit of acid to the side. You don't seem to move it at all.
Yeah. Never mind. I could put the water in the acid, see if it dilutes it better. Because there's
That's
a
what
thing
Sam
full
said,
of
yeah.
there's a thing full of water now and half a thing of acid, so there's no risk of it going on the floor.
True. But I would say I've been consulting my cube user manual. But I forgot I had it in my backpack.
In the corner, but Gwen's looking over your shoulder as well.
Yeah, well, Gwen's been helping because she's been holding the light for me.
the light lantern.
If your movement causes the barrier to come into contact with a solid object that can't pierce through the cube, you can't move any closer to that object. It doesn't specify about liquid objects.
But the urn, I guess, can't move as well.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Can you control which corner of the cube goes where?
I don't think it would.
Nah, probably.
It would be quite tricky.
It'd be, yeah.
Okay, fine. Well, I'm going to start pouring things and water into the thing of acid.
Okay.
Good
So
idea.
to dilute it
Yeah.
even more.
So you do the same sort of thing again, getting the urns and throwing the water from the dirty water vat into the acid, and it goes up maybe about to 3 foot. You can still see it; it's still at the bottom. It's not really moved.
Okay, fine. But it's now diluted
Yeah,
as much as we can.
you think it's as much as you will be able to do.
Well, in that case, now that it's diluted with the water, I'm going to move stuff from the acid back to the other urn to get it as low a level as possible.
Yep.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's clever.
So
Move it across.
I'll make you do sleight of hand checks for this one, please. Just do 2 this time.
Just 2. Oh.
Is there anything in the
Goody.
bottom of the blue one?
It doesn't seem to be. No.
No.
12 and 21.
12 and 21. Yeah, you've got no problem this time. You've learned from your mistakes. So you're like Michael Jackson with one glove now. You're like, so yeah, it's now down to 2 feet again of
2 feet
just
again.
acidy water.
But that should be a lot less concentrated than it was before.
Do we have some water on us? I'm just thinking water stops the burning. So if we do have to do it ourselves, then we use water to stop the burning.
Does water definitely stop? Right,
Well, that's what happened when we did the dagger. You put the dagger in, it burned. It continued to burn even when it was out of the acid, but when you put in the water, the burning stopped.
Well, I mean, the water's all mixed in with the acid now, so...
Yeah, so that... Okay,
Might
but
be right.
do we have any water?
Yeah, we will have stuff in our explorer
You
packs
have
and
your,
whatever.
in your pouch of water or water
Okay.
rations, which you've probably not drunk.
Okay, I'll get my water skin ready.
Okay.
What
Alright.
about Ropey? I hate to mention him.
You've got your linen rope.
You
Brilliant.
want me to burn my beautiful...
Well, he's dexterous. He could go for a key.
Do you know how much he cost?
No.
So expensive.
No.
So,
It's like a friend.
Okay.
Who's getting it?
I've got another idea. Okay. So going back down the corridor we've just been in has been a load of pit traps. So what I'm going to do is using my broom, I'm going to fly with like urns, and I'm going to move the acid into the pit traps.
Alright.
To make our escape harder.
Yeah, exactly. And if it looks like, no, but inside the pits, like not on the thing, you know, but it's with the spikes, we wouldn't want to go down. If anything, I'm making them safer because it'll erode all the spikes away, won't it? So you
So
know,
you're putting them in these two?
Yeah, not
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah.
exactly because I can fly. That's the thing.
Okay.
Alright, just make one sleight of hand check for this one. I'm
Uh,
guessing you just get two
17.
17. So you quickly, you sort of say all this, fly with 2 urns of acid, and you go up, back through the corridor, back through the fair fog corridor. You go up here, you pour down stuff on this one and that one, and I guess you wait maybe about 3 or 4 minutes. And looking down, and you can just see there's a little, they're sort of shimmering slightly, and you can probably tell they are eating away at the metal. But it's still very, very slow. now.
Well, the aim of this is not to erode the pit trap, it's more to
Yeah,
clear the acid out of the container.
Right, so
That's
you.
what I'm trying
Oh,
to
I
do.
see. So you're doing it several times then as
Yeah,
well. One
yeah.
off. All right, make another one then. So I thought it was like a one-off to test something.
15.
15, yeah, no problem. So you do that, and yeah, it gets down to like maybe a foot, and yeah, you can see it's still there.
Well, I'm going to get off my broom and sit on the table and be like, I'm tired now.
Why can't you take the others out?
Because I've done loads. You guys do
You got
some.
broom.
In my travels,
Yes.
would I have come across any creatures that are immune to acid?
Make a nature check.
I will summon one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Oh,
Oh,
nuts.
no.
Fiona's like,
I was like, I have no idea what's
I was going to quickly
You're gonna
Google,
Google,
but,
that would've been great.
It's 10. Sarah.
So are you've not
Do you
heard,
know?
you've not seen this sort of, you obviously you're aware that it's probably acid and it burns through most metals and stuff, but you've never seen it continue to burn.
Yeah.
So it's likely if your hand was to come in contact with it, it would still keep going and
That's
like
true.
take it.
So I just summoned this poor creature and I have like a short moment.
I was just like, I have no idea what's in there. I was like, do you know? But you can't think of any off the top of your head. You
No.
sort of have a brain fart, I guess.
how low is the liquid now?
It's about a foot, and you can see it now, so you should be able to grab it with no trouble like you did before.
With embalming tools and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean,
who's
I'll give it a go.
who's the toughest amongst us?
Probably Sarah.
With mine,
Says
well,
Gwen.
only with the gauntlets, and if the gauntlets burn off, I'm not tough.
Oh, she's not magical anymore. Yeah, we
Oh.
can't damage those.
Well, Gwen's like, oh, I couldn't do it.
No, Gwen,
Oh,
don't.
guys, I've been just sat here waiting for us to move on. I could try.
All right, quest up. I'm going to try and just use the embalming tools to get
All right,
get
so
that.
I need you to do me a percentile.
Percentile again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 71.
So anyway, so this time you manage to sort of scoop it up, and you do it so quickly that the acid doesn't have time to sort of react, and you have it a second part of the key in your hand.
Woohoo!
Hey!
Mhm.
See, that's a win for Brian.
Whatever.
Nice work.
That was pretty good.
You were good. That broom was handy.
God,
Thank
that
you.
was so cool. Oh,
Yeah, thank you.
oh,
Can you
You,
at least lend the broom to me one time?
no, we've been through this. It's not designed for somebody of your height.
careful.
How dare
It
you?
would imbalance.
Ropey.
That's not a heightiest thing. That
Ropey
is
attack.
Purely, purely a physics thing.
You can now write down second part of key.
Nice.
First key.
Shoe chocolate.
First key.
And you can sort of slot it and it sort of clicks into place and it is now...
Is it now a whole
It
key?
is now a whole key.
I'm sure this will be useful.
One solid key now.
From the poem where it says keys, I surmise that there's more keys to find.
Ooh.
Very good. Are there any other like hidden entrances out of this room that I can find?
You've not been able to find anything.
Can I go around tapping?
Of course you can go around tapping. You don't need to roll for it.
Okay.
It seems solid stone.
There's some more urns around?
Yeah, there's plenty of...
Can I go full Link in Zelda and just go...
Yeah,
See if there's anything in them.
Yeah, sure. Investigation check. Oh, was that natural 20?
That is a natural 20.
Yeah, you smash them. I mean, there's a couple of like herbs that come out of one. There's like sand that comes out of another. You know, some of them have like a eye of newt, heart of frog, leg of various small lizards, brackets small.
Okay.
But so you break all those. Doesn't seem to be anything hidden in them. There's just ingredients, and all sort of dried or pickled ingredients as well. There's nothing fresh here.
Okay. I take some of the ones I think are cool.
Okay, write down assortment of embalming ingredients.
It's mostly just to make sure the whole effort wasn't in vain.
Brackets small.
I look at you doing it and I'm just, you're not putting those in my bag. Those are disgusting. Ugh.
I'm not taking eyes, right?
Like what you do with herbs has got nothing to do with me.
Gwen sees what you're doing. That's a good idea. We could sell them outside, like, and just like starts pushing them in. She takes her own.
You've got literally tens of thousands of coins in this bag.
Right.
Oh, that's true.
Embalming stocks have been going up recently.
Yeah.
I'm just...
It's very fashionable.
Yeah.
That is true.
In the Forgotten Realms. What's the plan?
You said you saw some stairs. Should we go investigate that way?
Yeah, that way.
All right, so you get to sort of the edge of the pit, and yeah, it's 10 foot. It seems completely empty. Even with your monk skill, you probably wouldn't be able to jump across it.
What?
Yeah, sad times.
How many feet is that?
It's about 20 feet. It would require, you'd probably be able to do it. Yeah.
Oh, you said I could run along a wall.
Yeah. Yeah. That's going to be no pressure for you.
You're like, you can't jump through it.
You may have to spend one key point to do it.
Oh, man.
So yeah, so Sarah will probably be able to get across. Yeah, you figure that out. But then you sort of look to your companions who don't look very wall climbing. Like Gwen with a massive chainmail, you've got the small halfling, and then the flyboy you think will be fine.
The flyboy should be fine.
Is there anything at the bottom of the pit?
Doesn't seem to be, no.
I throw a stone down or whatever.
Yeah, sure, you throw it down. It sort of clinks off the side and sort of goes...
One of us goes over, we got rope, just like climb up, grappling hook, pittance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, why is there a huge pit here with seemingly no use to it? I'm suspicious. My wizard hackles are up there.
Your wizard hackles.
Yeah, I'm
Need
not.
to detect things.
I don't like it. I don't like any of this. Why are we still here? I'm going to go detect magic, please.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to use a charge.
So again, you do your sort of little radar, and it just flips out. It's 30 feet, isn't it? So you got this area. It doesn't seem to be anything magical. I think the only thing you probably think is magical, you sense magical, is the key that you've got, and obviously all the magical items that.
Oh, nice.
So you can.
Key is
sense
magical.
Yeah.
There you go.
But you can't sense anything within the environment.
I'm going to run back to the previous room and just see if anything's magical.
Okay, you do that. Nothing.
Yeah, I'm going to run back.
Okay.
No,
That's fine.
don't worry.
Afterthought.
You're like, wait a minute.
Well, I mean, I can just fly over.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, I forgot. Ropey picked up the crown from that fake lich a while back.
Oh, right, yeah.
So at some point, maybe after we've got over this, should we have a look at it?
Oh, what is it magic?
Yeah, so the crown, having a quick look at it, it seems to be set with gems, and you gather it's probably worth about 25,000 gold pieces.
Wow.
At a rough,
Rough
Adventurers Guild exchange rate, you know.
Oh.
Ryan, does this look magical?
No.
Awesome.
Yeah, you put it on. I mean,
put it on.
Sam looks a bit silly, but it's fine.
That's really garish.
Okay, do you want to put it in the bag?
But
Yeah.
Gwen goes, Bob, you look great. I think
Pop it in the bag.
Thank you, Gwen. I'll wear it at the next party we go to.
I'll fly over.
You fly over. You fly over. Seems fine.
Well, I can. Apparently, I don't even need to spend a key point because as long as I don't finish on a vertical surface, I can run over them without penalty. So.
Yep. So you sort of. So you just go, whoop, and you cross, no problem.
Yeah.
And then you've got
We both look over.
Then we look back.
Sam
Nah.
and Gwen. Gwen looking at you. Gwen's like, well, can't we just walk over? I think it'd be easier if we, because like, the rope will be I'll be very heavy on any rope.
How far would you, if you jumped it? How far would you get?
For Gwen,
You can normally jump about 10 foot plus your
So get
strength
halfway.
modifier or something?
So she said I probably could do about maybe 13 foot.
Oh,
Yeah, but
okay.
it's 20 foot. Yeah.
How far do you think you could throw me?
Well, that's a different thing. I could. She has to work this out in her head. It might not be a soft
I'm
landing.
quite heavy.
Are you?
How
Yeah.
heavy?
He's heavier than you look. So.
I'm carrying a lot of supplies.
Yeah, actually, you see, like he's got like bits off. You know, it's like
I've
He's
got-
one
one
of
of
the
those
horse.
squat halflings.
Yeah.
You know?
I've got cartographer tools, sketchbook.
Do you need these for this dungeon? Why have you got these on you right now?
Well,
Is it important?
I think
Good question.
once we get out of here, you know, we've got a lot of treasure and stuff that we'll sell. But you know what? Knowledge is the true treasure.
So have you been making a map as we've been going along?
Yes.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah.
I'm really bored now. Right, I'm gonna fly back over.
Is there anything to tie ropey to? Anyway.
Well, it
I'm
doesn't
gonna
seem
hand
like it.
my broom to Sam, and I'm gonna say, "That gets scratched. You're dead." And I'm gonna grab Gwen and dimension door across.
Ah! As you get across, she says, "God, I feel really nauseous." So, but yeah, Sam's seems okay.
What's the activation word?
You get on it.
Okay, you get on it.
And slowly but surely you start rising up. Yeah, I was gonna say, you probably,
This is awesome.
what kind of check would you make to make sure you've got? There's not broom handling check. I kind of
Well, maybe
Animal
in
handling.
D&D Hogwarts there is.
Yeah. I don't want to be animal handling check, but
It's it should be.
Sleight of hand,
I mean, to
'cause
be honest,
it's-
it should be fairly instinctive.
it's more Sam being unable to
Oh, I
use it rather than the broom. It's more
Hey,
Sam.
make an intelligence.
Yeah, straight intelligence. Fuck it.
6.
So it's sort of like, I think it's just you sort of going into the, you're like, yeah, and you try to shoot off and you go into one wall and you sort of bash it. You hold on to it. It's, when you see those horses or those sort of donkeys that sort of knows where it's going and it's very good at shifting its weight to catch you, but you sort of bash it. I'd say you take like 2 bludgeoning damage and you hit yourself against the wall.
I'm mentally imagining that scene in Austin Powers where he's trying to turn around the go-kart thing.
Pretty much. But you make it there
2
just about.
bludgeoning.
Like before his feet have hit the floor, that I'm taking that thing off.
The broom
him.
does look a little bit bashed, but it doesn't seem
like
unharmed.
instant mending.
Yeah.
You know, just
Oh, back
like
to
scratches off it,
shininess, yeah.
shining it, buffing it.
Yeah.
Cough off.
Now I only want more.
I'm not getting more. Right, let's go and have a look. Keep going.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Ryan.
And
Keep
tap
going.
the floor for pits, hidden pits.
Okay, make a investigation check because you're
Oh no.
There is a very.
4.
Can I do the same?
Yeah, go for it. You're investigating. You investigating the floor.
At this point, I'm just floating along.
Yeah.
I'm rubbing it in that I've got. the
Yeah,
broom.
Gwen's
13.
sort of thing. Okay. So what did you get for investigation? Investigation 4.
13.
13. You guys sort of go across. There's nothing in the floor, and you don't seem to find anything in the walls either. And you come up to the end. It just seems like just the passage naturally ends. There doesn't seem to be any stone walls or anything like that.
Can I detect any magic?
You can't detect any magic. No.
No. Damn.
Dead end.
Don't like this. I'm just gonna like pat the walls down so I can find secret doors.
Yeah. Make a perception check.
Perception.
Yep.
You sure not investigation?
Nope.
3.
Right. No idea.
Why don't you use your magic stone of seeing?
Yeah, that's a good point actually. Yeah, I'll use my gem of sea.
You'll use your jealousy. And as you do,
You find something.
as soon as you put the gem of seeing to your eye, instantly this sort of door that was hidden within the sort of the stony appears. And then you open it, seeing it's not trapped, and again just leads to the little corridor with another door. It's a very small room.
With my gem of seeing, can I just quickly run back and see if there was anything in that pit, or whether I did dimension door just over a hole?
So you run back and you look down and you see on the 10 foot, the 5 foot, just before you climb up the other side, there seems to be holes in the ground, and you surmise that something might have come up if anyone had crossed over on the floor. To that
I feel
place.
vindicated. That's good. Right,
You
well,
rush
I'm gonna come back.
Yeah, you rush back.
Shall I try this one?
Be my guest.
Right, look at the door, and then if it's okay,
Yep.
gently move in.
Are you moving into the... Are you looking?
I said it, so let's go with it.
Okay. The room appears to be filled with funnery offerings and furniture. There is 4 rotting sofas, a couple of throne-like chairs, a jumble of stands, small tables and vases and urns that are dented, chipped and broken. Only the rather plain tapestries hanging on the east and west walls appear to have been spared a rough looting. Amid the general havoc are scattered several trunks and large numbers of coffers. And as Sam enters and hits the floor, the whole floor starts to move and shake. Need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh no!
Oh, balls.
Yes. 22.
Alright, 22 for Sam. Ryan. Sam, what's your initiative roll?
10.
A 10, okay. Alright, and Sarah?
18.
18. Gwen got an 8, so Gwen looming behind Sam. So it starts to sort of buck and move and sort of jump around, and so like the sofa and the various trunks and small tables start to move. They don't seem to like jumping up and down or crashing into each other yet, but it's like a slow jittering movement. And Ryan, you are the first to react.
Hello. I've got my gem of seeing still, so I'm
You
going to
do.
poke my head around the corner and see what I see.
Okay, that would be another charge then. To use
Oh.
that. Yes.
Fine, I'll use another charge.
Yes.
Ooh, how
So,
many charges
You're
have you got
so
left?
mean.
how am I mean?
I've got 6 charges left.
Okay, that's not
So Ryan, you sort of peek around, but there was a door sort of here, so you can see. So this is a fake door on your right, coming into the room, so to the east.
Boo.
But you can tell beneath this tapestry here,
What?
there seems to be another door that was hidden by the tapestry. To get through it, you probably surmise that you're trying to get through the tapestry, burn it away, or rip it down, or something like that.
Okay, fine. I don't actually know this. Is using the gem of seeing an action or a bonus action?
I'm going to say it's an action.
Action,
Because
okay.
you're actively
Well,
looking through it and putting it up to your
There's
eye.
not much more I can do to be of use, so I'm just going to step casually and gingerly out of the corridor whilst communicating to everybody that there is a,
You've got a broom.
Yeah, but I'm not going in there.
Okay.
So there's the door on the wall is fake, and there's one behind the tapestry on the far end on the left.
Yeah. Sarah, what are you going to do? And you sort of peer in and you see Sam.
Are the walls moving?
The walls are not moving.
Would it be possible, and this might not be possible, to run round? Ryan's told me there's a secret door, so can I run round the walls and go through the secret door or not?
So
But
the
I'd have to
door,
rip
so you
the
probably have to
tapestry
rip the
away.
thing. You can run around the walls, no problem.
Yeah.
But the
Monk.
I do a circle of the room and run back out again.
the door is hidden beneath the
You know,
tapestry.
it's a 30 by 30 room, so with Step of the Wind, you could.
Run around the room and go back out again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be so pointless. I love it.
120 feet of movement. I love it.
Okay, could I run to the secret door?
Yeah.
Which should be about 30 feet away.
Mhm.
Can I try and rip or move the tapestry away from the door?
You grab it and you sort of start pulling it.
Yeah, does it?
You think you can pull it away, but as you touch it, and as you come into this area and touch it, you suddenly feel like going towards the tapestry is very, very cold, and all the sort of heat sort of flows out of your skin, and yeah, it feels very cold and frigid. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
This is 16.
16. Gotta get out more dice. Sorry.
Jesus!
Okay, so you take 10 points of cold damage
Cold, so cold.
as you touch this, and
Thank you, Sam.
and you realise that this whole tapestry is actually not really a tapestry. It looks like one of those plain ones of like trees and fields and stuff, but you realise it's actually a tapestry of like mould
Ah.
and green slime. So that was the brown mould, the green slime. Oh my
Shit.
goodness! Making the green slime as you come towards it, is sort of make a dexterity saving roll.
Oh, I like these.
Yeah.
I'm good at these. Oh, no, I'm not. So I got a natural 1 plus 9,
So that's a 10.
10, but I have something.
You have evasion.
Yes, I have a vision.
And what does evasion do?
If I fail, I only take half damage. And
Yep.
if I pass, I take 0.
Brilliant. So what happens? So you've already taken that cold damage as you're holding it. The green of the green bits of things start falling down towards you. You sort of try and jump back. You just about make it. Just.
So
But you
movie.
do take. So evasion, so that's 3. So half of that, because she was successful, right? Yeah. So no, it was,
Oh,
you
if I
failed.
fail,
Failed
I
it. Yeah.
take
So you
half.
so you take 1 point of acid damage as it sort of flops onto the ground a bit. So this whole area, the brown is still up. This brown bits of the tapestry are still up in that area. The green slime is now all over the ground in front of it and in front of this door. So
Can
you're
I
about-
run back out the room with mine?
Yeah, for the rest of you moving.
Mm-hmm.
Sam,
Okay, so while
So you're still in the room. You've just seen this whole tapestry sort of almost explode. This green stuff comes down on this area here. But again, because you're quite close to, you're about within 10 feet of it, you can feel actually it's quite cold and it's sort of sapping the
Don't get too
heat.
cold then.
Actually, because your light is oil, isn't it? So the heat of the light, it sort of flaps away and it sort of almost is drawn towards this thing. You still have light, but you can tell like it's sapping heat away.
it's not
from
going
you.
to last 6 hours anymore. Ryan, which door did you say was real?
I said the far at the left.
Yeah, this one. So sorry,
The one that I just ran towards and caused carnage
Yeah, I'll
was
just-
real.
this one here.
Are we still going to try and go for that one?
Yeah.
Do mold feel fear?
So where
That's a
there's
question
there's
for you.
multi
So-
chairs and
So
that.
there's like some
There's some
couches, like some. I'd say that's a chest over there. There's a couple of and they're all just jumping up and down. They're not being
Okay.
bashed around. Yeah, but again, surmising that it is a trap of some sort. You think,
Yeah.
spending too much time in this room, you could lead to serious injury.
Yeah. It's whether we wanted to try and get the chest out or something like that.
I mean, they're not. It doesn't seem like they're locked down or anything from your quick glance in the room.
Yeah.
All right, what are you doing, Sam?
Okay. Can, with the assistance of Ropey, I move furniture in the room to create some kind of furniture bridge over the horrendous cold mold?
It might take several turns. Might take a bit longer than 6 seconds. Is anything I'd say. Like, how strong is your rope to pull things?
That's a good question. I
Can
think
it pull you up if you were holding it?
its strength is 6,000
Okay.
but
Quite a lot.
I
Yeah.
think that may just be if there's 6,000 pounds
Hanging
on it.
hanging on
No.
it, it won't snap.
Yeah.
Rather than it has the strength to pull up.
I'm guessing it's not like the same as Sarah's braces of
No.
overstrength.
But you could use it to wrap around a table and then pull it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good idea. So how about I do that, and if it's not enough, I'll leave some string behind me of ropey so the guys can help if they think it's a good idea.
Okay, so you're staying in the room here. And
Yeah.
You're pulling, say, this table.
Yeah, just
Okay, yeah, I'll say you do. So this, is the rope going straight across the green slime?
I'm telling it to go over.
So yeah, but when you're pulling it, you're pulling it towards you, so it would probably go into the green slime.
I tell it to go around the green slime.
So what
attach-
you can do, you can move to this side, so it's like 10 feet that way and pull. What I'm saying is like, because obviously otherwise you'd
You'll
be
be
pulling
pulling the table
through the
green
slime.
Even if it's not the rope, it's the table you'll be pulling through.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to make.
But we want to create a bridge, don't we?
It's up to you, but that's why I'm trying to. I'm just trying to make sure you.
Okay,
know what you're doing.
I'll go around and just start pushing that.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
ropey be damned.
All right, so you get there and you start pushing. So you push this table to the green slime. You don't take any damage from green slime, but can you make me a Constitution saving throw because you're getting in range of the browns. Mold that's on there.
Gold mold. 14.
14. Okay.
The cold mold.
Cold mold.
Oh, she's getting dice. That's what I deserve for thinking through moving a piece of furniture, taking
Okay, so
a
you
minute.
take 11 cold damage,
Oh, God.
and it starts to bite into you, sort of thing. Okay, it's now Gwen's go. Gwen would probably rush in. Because you shouted out that the door was fake, didn't you? You told everyone that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she probably would help Sam move. She probably, help Sam move. She would take this one. As she does so, she's going to have to make a Constitution saving throw. She passes, but yeah, so it'd be 15 cold damage for Gwen. She gets it really gets into her armour. For once, she's blue in the face and not red. She gets that, and then she'd have to make a dexterity saving throw. Misses that completely. So as she's pulling this away, the green slime of this tapestry falls directly on top of her
no!
and explodes out. She takes 6 points of acid damage as well,
Oh, well, that's not fair.
but is covered in the stuff.
Oh no.
And starts sort of like screaming and everything. Probably just drops what she's doing and tries to clear it off herself. And then, Sam, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me. As does Gwen. Or Gwen makes it. So what happens is that as you've gone,
27.
27, absolutely fine. So what happens is, as you guys are pushing and in the room, the floor gets even more jagged and like urns start to break, small tables start crashing, and you just about manage to take to hold yourselves up and not fall over as you're going through. But Ryan, what's the plan?
Well, I'm watching these lunatics just run into a room full of freezing mold. Which, do I know what this is?
Yep.
What is
Make
this
make an Arcana check.
stuff? 22.
22. Okay. You probably recognise these again from your maybe Dungeons 101 class.
Yeah.
That it's brown mold and green slime. Brown mold, is drawn to anything heat around it.
Yeah.
It's immune to fire, so it just devours any sort of fire source. You do know, I guess, with that roll, anything cold will just kill it off instantly. Green slime, devours flesh and organic material and metal on contact. Slime can't move, and neither can the brown mold. They just happen to be in certain areas and they grow there. To kill off green slime, that sort of sunlight or anything that deals cold fire or radiant damage can destroy a patch of green slime.
So cold fire.
So they're next to each other.
So they're sort of mixed in. Both tapestries have brown and green slime.
So the fire will kill the green, but the brown will suck it away. So
It's almost like the perfect mix.
yeah, that sucks.
Okay, fine. Well, I mean, this all looks horrible and disgusting. But anyway, all the slime and everything has sort of been put over
So the slime, so all the green slime is now on the ground. Gwen is covered in it currently.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's covered in it. Fine. Okay. I'm just... So does the door look like it's actually covered in this slime?
The door does not look like it's covered.
No. Okay, well, I'm going to fly in, just not touching anything, and I'm going to go up to the door.
Yep.
And I'm going to open the door.
Yep. Absolutely fine. And you see a corridor leading off.
Oh, an alternative.
So hang on. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So I can just about drift into this corridor.
Yep, no problem.
I'm just going to turn round, and I'm going to shout, "This way, everyone!" Gwen, Sarah's sword will see that off.
Oh, okay. That sounds great. Sarah, it's your go.
So is Gwen actually in the mould?
She's currently stood in the... Yeah, she's very Gwen-like. She tried to pull up like a chair and didn't realise.
Okay, so I would go up to Gwen without standing in the mould.
Yep.
And kind of like waft my sword around her.
Doesn't seem to make any sort of difference. You feel like you might have to make contact with Gwen
Oh, right.
to get rid of the...
Okay, I'll wipe my sword on her armour.
And you scrape away a bit of it. I mean, she still takes 5 acid damage as you sort of clear it off, but the majority of it is clear.
Okay,
She might...
that's cool. Would I
Need
be...
surgery.
Can I open that chest in the same movement?
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
dead mummy comes out.
Absolutely.
No, it's always a giant skeleton.
It's always a giant.
Oh,
skeleton.
you gotta open these
I
things.
need you,
Don't give
Sarah.
Fiona ideas.
Can you roll me a 1d6 for me, please, Sarah?
That's how many times you die opening the chest.
4. Excellent.
Oh, what's in it?
So you get
I don't know.
39 platinum pieces.
Oh, dream.
There was a moment there. I was like, I could just say cold damage.
Yeah.
That'll be great.
And then to finish my turn, can I scurry out of the room via the walls, leaping over things?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it looks very impressive. Like you jump over Sam and on the walls, and then Sam, it's your go.
Are there any more chests?
There's a couple more chests, yeah.
No, I'm too weak now. I'm hurt. I'm gonna, now that I've pushed the couch a little bit,
Yep.
I'm gonna use the couch to run up and then jump through the door.
Yep.
Over the mould.
Over the mold, not a problem. So yeah, you manage that. Gwen will
Come
follow.
on, Gwen!
Will follow, and as she leaves the room, it slowly comes to a standstill with broken chairs and broken vases and stuff all classically on the floor.
Is the slime still in there though?
Is the what still? Yeah.
Like everything's still in
yeah.
there. It's
There's
not going
nothing's
anywhere.
moved. Yeah.
Well, the green slime I know doesn't like fire. So I just stood in the door. I'm going to firebolt a couple of times and see if it makes a difference.
So which tapestry are you going for? The east one or the west one? Like which patch basically?
Oh, so so hang on.
Sorry,
so the
yeah.
mold is on the floor.
So
and
yeah,
the
so,
slime
sorry,
is on the wall.
So no, slime is on the floor. Mold
Slime
is on the wall.
Sorry.
Sorry.
So I'm going for the floor. Just random bits of the floor.
Random bits of the floor. So your fire bolts are cantrip, isn't it? So slowly but surely the green slime dissipates.
Okay, so I can control the green slime. It's the brown mold I can't do much about.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, that's
Well,
right.
I'm going to turn to the other side. Do you think we should look in the other chest?
Yes.
Because I can probably get in there a little easier.
Yeah. Go and have a
Yeah.
look.
All right. Well, I'm going to fly in.
Fly in.
I'm just going to
Okay.
sort of
Nothing moves.
cruise over one of the chests.
Yep.
Does it look like it's trapped?
Yeah, quick perception check. You probably can't investigate because you're high up. So.
Yeah, 18.
18 doesn't look trapped.
Yeah, I'll peek inside.
Alright, roll a d6 for me.
6.
6. 5 gems.
5 gems?
That's quite cool.
5
Nice.
gems of different sizes.
Oh, my goodness.
I'll say that they're all worth about 20, 25 gold each.
While Ryan's flying around getting treasure, do you mind if I have a little rest?
And you sort of keel over. Gwen catches you.
You don't let that hurt.
Gwen pats your head and says, "It's okay, I understand. You're not as strong as the others. It's okay."
I'm going to
Yeah.
have a look in the other chest.
Alright, roll a d6 for me. You get 5 gems again.
So is that all the chests?
There's one more chest.
Can I have a look?
Yeah. Roll a d6 for me.
1.
With that.
Smirky, smirky.
With that.
Shit's gonna go down.
Shit is going to go down.
I close the door.
A swarm of poisonous snakes now leaps up
Oh, we like those.
and wraps you.
Oh, no.
I'm going to go on the same initiative. Try and bite you.
No.
That is a 20 to hit.
Yeah. It's going to do it.
That's going to do it. You take... Oh dear. That is 9 piercing damage.
Oh dear.
And make a constitution saving
You
throw
might
for
want
me.
to rest out of it after this.
No,
No.
I actually have health. 21.
21. So you take 6 poison damage as well as they start sinking into your flesh.
How much for it?
6.
6 poison damage.
6 poison damage.
Oh, sorry.
No,
That's my
it's okay. But yeah, so you're sort of struggling. I'll need you to make a... What's a broom handling check?
Broom handling check.
Yeah.
Oh dear, I don't know.
Arcana,
Arcana, yeah, I don't know.
Um,
Are you doing it with your mind or your
gut.
limbs?
I don't know. You tell me.
I'll say do an acrobatics check because it's more sort of dexterity and stuff. So
3.
3. Yeah, you plummet to the ground. I think it's not that far, but you hit the ground, and as soon as your weight hits the ground, the floor starts shifting again. But the snakes are all sort of on top of you.
Oh, for God's sake.
So I'd say that's. Well, it's your. We'll go back to the top of the round. So Ryan, it's now your go.
Ow. Why does all this keeps happening to me? Eventually I'll learn. Okay, fine. I'm just going to misty step out the room.
Yep. Yeah, the snake sort of, and the room starts moving. The snakes are sort of all slithering around.
I'm just going to I don't like this place. This is horrible. Can we go? Why are we still here?
Gwen was like, "But you went to find. Did you find lots of treasure?"
Yes, but
Yeah.
no treasure.
What else is supposed to be here?
Oh, I don't know. I had some minion talk to me about it. It sounds like just jolly good fun to go try it out.
Well, I am having fun.
Oh, good.
Are you? Are you having fun? This doesn't seem fun.
I'm guessing you have closed the door to the room with the snakes in.
Oh yeah, that room is behind me.
Yeah.
now.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you hear them hissing and stuff, but
Well, I'm sure you'll feel more up for it after we have a little rest.
Snakes.
So I guess are you all going to take a short rest here?
Yes, please.
All right.
Please.
Take a short rest.
Will our heroes make it through Asaret's tomb unscathed? Will Lady Gwen, aka Quest Help, be of further use? Find out next time on What Am I Rolling? The What Am I Rolling podcast was created, recorded and edited by me, Fiona Howat. This episode's players were Sam Robbins, Ryan Harris and Sarah Cook. This episode's RPG one-shot was Tomb of Horrors, a Wizard of the Coast Dungeons & Dragons adventure module. Find out more about the Wizard of the Coast and the world of Dungeons & Dragons by going to dnd.wizards.com. The theme music was 8-Bit March by Twin Musicom from twinmusicom.org, licensed under a Creative Commons 4.0 license. If you want to find out more about the podcast, check out the website www.wairpodcast.com. Fancy getting in touch? Email us at whatamirollingpodcast@gmail.com. Finally, follow the podcast on Twitter and Instagram at WAIR_podcast for the latest news and upcoming episodes.